It's Week 18 of the NFL. And here's J.C. Horn, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Buccaneers and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count. And typically they mean something, not a lot of coasting as people head towards the playoffs. But I do have to ask, January 7th, is it too late to say it? We're kind of right on the borderline, aren't we, about Happy New Year? Because that always seems to be the subject of debate.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the #1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Ready. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. These 2 teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And this throw will be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Pinheiro now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Fights him off. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
The Bucs at 7-9 now on the year. They come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Got a man downfield. It's Otten.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So this is a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down, Young. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready.
A play fake. Now Young. And Sanders has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Young on third down. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll go play action here with Stroud.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, a big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football.
Fourth down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Drill, 52.
On 1st and 10, Young.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Come on, stay.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Young to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taking it around the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. Finding Otten once more.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On the draw, here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 10-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, a run from White. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Ready.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Young. On the Buccaneer pressure, too much. Down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Ready.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stroud sets up the play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. Fighting his way through contact, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Check White. Switch. Yellow.
Young to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Opting to run again here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Panthers about ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they come up in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play.
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It'll be Young again. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And a short gain here down to the 22. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Second down, Young. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 14.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down to about the 45. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with White. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
To throw it, Stroud.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is incomplete. It looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
So now Young and the Panthers down 17-14, a minute 44 to go. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Now Young checks this down to Hubbard.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hubbard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Young.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Blue check. Black swap. Yellow. Line.
Young to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
And now the timeout call.
So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Panthers going to get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Young. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Young on 3rd down. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Johnny Hacker now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. This is taken at the 15. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. So out come the Bucs now. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Okay, break.
Now it's Stroud's turn in OT. And his throw here is incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
They'll go up the middle with White. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down. Now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear
The silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Panthers 17.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves.